Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I want to talk to you about goals. So, just to the left of my desk, I've got goals written down. I've got things that I want to accomplish. We had a conversation with another couple last night, and this was something I brought up, and it was something that I've really never done in writing things down that I want to accomplish. Things that not necessarily, I'm not talking about a to-do list. Everybody jokes about the honey-do list, right? Things that you need to get done around the house and things that need to happen, within your family, or you've got this calendar, you've got this event. No, no, no. I'm talking about things that you want to accomplish. Now, here's what I think the hardest part that everybody has in doing this. And it was something that I struggled with before I ever started this. So when I start my day, I look to my left of my desk. I've got two pieces of paper taped up on a bookshelf, and I can read them every single morning. And there are things that I want to be able to do. There are things that I want to do in order to get somewhere else. And I'm not talking about a career. So let me give you an example of just one. The biggest goal that I have it's actually not even for me, it's for my wife. I want my wife to stay home full time. That is my number one goal. So in saying that, I have to figure out how hard do I have to grind and what kind of position do I need to get in and to get her there, to be able to give her that ability, because that has always been one of her dreams since we've been married. Actually, since before that, she always talked about, I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. And I want to give her that because I know that that is the desire of her heart. And as a husband, and I know I could probably speak for a lot of husbands out there, our number one thing, we want to give the wives the desires of their heart. We want to do everything we can to give them everything that they desire, which a lot of times is the desires of their heart. So to do that, we need to have goals in order to get our family where we need to get. But it's not just about your family, it's also about you. So I wrote down some other goals, some things that I want to accomplish. And I think what I wanted to talk about just a few seconds ago was a lot of times we don't write down goals because we think people will think it's crazy. We think people will read this and go, you're not going to be able to do that, or you can't do that, or you don't have the skills for that, or you don't, you're never going to get there. I think a lot of times that enters our mind. Please, please, please don't do that. When you're writing down your goals, the only person that can get you there outside of yourself is God. Because God is the only one that knows the plan he has for you. I have plans for you, says the Lord, plans to prosper you, to give you a hope and a future. How is that not worthy of you writing down the biggest goals that you have? I don't care how big they are. But if you want to get there, there is no greater reminder than writing them down where you can see them every single day. Because if you don't have something to look at, if you won't have something to chase. Let me say it again. If you don't have something to look at, you won't know what you're chasing every single day. Don't you want to look to the left or look to the right of your desk, or maybe it's right in front of you, and see the goals that you have in mind for yourself? Because it reminds you every day what you're chasing. The goal that I have, the top goal, to allow my wife to be a stay-at-home mom, and how do I get myself into a position to allow her to have that, is what do I need to do every day in my job? What do I need to do to develop in my role to get to where I need to get in order to put her in a place where she can have the desire of her heart? So guys, I implore you, write your goals down. Don't take after me if you don't want to. I'm not saying write down a goal to get somewhere because you want to get somebody else somewhere. No, write down the goals, that the desires of your heart. Where do you want to go? What career move do you want to make? What position do you want? What is your dream? What do you want to do? How do you want to get there? If you continue to write these things down where you can see them, it will allow you to focus on chasing what you're doing every day and being faithful in going to work and grinding as hard as you can every single day. Because when you think no one is seeing it, everyone is seeing it. Give it 120% every single day. I'll give you what Eric Thomas said. I love watching this guy. He said something that caught me off guard, and it was something I needed to hear. So let me read this to you. Stop waiting for something to move you and move yourself. No one can move you towards your goal but you. Stop waiting for something to move you towards your goal and do everything you can to move yourself towards it, because that's how you're going to get there. I love y'all. Have a good night. I hope that reaches somebody.